Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipes. In this video, we are going to learn on how to generate a time series data in in Python. So, this is the code snippet over here. I've copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I'll explain to you the code over here as well as run this for you. So, first of all, what is a time series data? A time series, generally people think a time series data are the data that only contains the only the in if a data frame contains dates, it is a time series data, but it is not so. So basically, if the variation of your data set, or if the variation of your target is dependent upon the date, this is what time series data is. For example, uh, now consider an example of a sale store. There are a lot of data. Along with that, there is a feature column that contains date, that is the number of sales on each date. So basically your sales doesn't depend upon the dates. Okay, so that is not a time series data. But whereas consider an example of sale of an example of weather forecasting. So basically the weather very strongly depends upon the time and the date. So this is a time series data. So now let's get started with the codes. I have imported my warnings and I filtered my any unnecessary upcoming warnings using warnings.filter warnings ignore. I have imported pandas at pd, matplotlib.pyplot as plt, then percentage matplotlib inline. This is very essential for making sure that your graph gets drawn on the very same Jupyter notebook. Now import cbond and sns. So I'm creating my data frame date. Okay, now first I created a date, then death regiments. Now I convert this data frame into a series form. So df pandas.data frame, you need to pass a data dictionary, then the column name. So column names are date, battle deaths. Now death regiment 1, death regiment 2, death regiment 3, and so on. Now after that, df.set index, df.date. So I want my date as the index of my data frame, so I use df.set underscore index, df.date. Now print df, this will print the data frame for me. Now I can also visualize it using time series plot. So sns means I'm using cbond for that. So ts plot. Now df.death regiment, I need to pass the columns as the I need to pass the columns as my input for plotting the graphs. So you can see how my initial data frame look like. So date, then battle deaths. Okay, then I converted that into a data. My final data frame looks like this is my index that I used. I used date as my index. Now the same, I use the date as a column 2. Now battle deaths, so there are no battle deaths is equal to nan. So death regiment 1. So basically if I needed to calculate the battle deaths, I would have just summed up every death regiment death corresponding to the each particular date. So you can see this was my final data frame, and this is how my plot looks like. So generally the plots are continuous. For a time series plot is generally continuous, and you can see on one, basically there is a hike of the number of deaths, whereas compared to the lowest number of deaths are on a date on the third date, that is uh, 205/2014, and the similar goes on. Okay, now so this was all about codes in this video. For more industry relevant project, you can visit our website, and for more code recipes like this, you can visit our website as well as our YouTube channel. You can also get your customized code using the click here function over here, and the URL for the code in this video is available in the description below. Thank you.